on the folded blanket with a little folded corner in the front so that you're kind of sitting towards the front of your sit bones. And then close your eyes. Your knees kind of naturally come towards the earth when you shift your weight towards the front of your sit bones. Pull your shoulders back so that they're over your hips, and slightly pull back with your head so it's over your shoulders. Just kind of like you're pressing the back of your head into a wall. Not really far back, but just kind of firm and engaged. And then as you inhale, imagine the spine lengthening. Imagine yourself creating space. And as you exhale, imagine your shoulders going towards your earth, the navel going towards the spine, rooting into the earth. And just take a few long, slow, deep breaths right here. Kind of noticing the length of your breath, noticing the quality of it, how long it is, how short it is, what part of your body moves as you inhale, what part moves as you exhale. Just take these few breaths and moments to observe. And then notice anywhere you feel tension. Anywhere. As you inhale, as you exhale, just kind of observe the feelings. And then take a few moments to deepen that breath, inhaling even longer than your natural inhale. Exhaling even slower than your natural exhale. It doesn't matter if the breath matches the length, inhale to exhale, just extend each part of the breath. And keep extending the breath until you've got a nice, full, deep breath, not your maximum, slowest breath, but not your minimum either. So just kind of feel a little stretch, a little pressure almost as you're expanding the breath, and then release that before it's too much. And then on your next breath, take the longest, slowest, deepest inhalation that you can. And as you exhale, exhale the slowest possible, noticing as everything kind of senses its way towards the earth. And then go back to that natural breath, whatever that is, naturally inhaling and exhaling. And while you're here, let's just take a moment to bring our hands to our heart center. Let's give a moment of silence and thanks to all of the military people and their family that have sacrificed for us on Memorial Day. They literally lost their lives helping make America a free country so we can all be here today. So we just take a few moments honoring them, giving them a moment of silence. Thank you. I appreciate that coming from a military family. Slowly open your eyes. As you inhale, press your palms together, reach up, get really long. And then as you exhale, turn your torso to the right. Bring your right hand on the floor behind you and your left hand on your right knee. And then as you inhale, lengthen. As you kind of lift up through the sternum, maybe the gaze shifts up. I like to lift my chin just a little. And then as you exhale, twist even deeper, looking over that right shoulder. Maybe pressing down with the left hand on the right knee. Maybe walking your right fingers a little bit more towards the right. Just take a few breaths right here. And then on your next inhale, as you unwind, bring your torso towards the center. Look up, bring your palms together in the middle. Exhale, turn your torso to the left. Right hand on the left knee, left hand on the floor behind you. And then as you inhale, get long through the middle again, gently lifting up through the midline, through the spine, creating space. And as you exhale, twist even deeper, pressing down on the left knee with the right hand, maybe walking your left fingers a little bit more to the left. Breathe here. And then as you inhale, unwind, come back to center, reach up, look up. Exhale, bring your hands down towards your knees. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and take our right hand to the left knee. Inhale, reach up with the left hand. Exhale, lean over towards the right side. You're still kind of hanging onto the left knee with the right hand, getting a nice stretch on that side body. Take a few breaths right here. Feel the shoulder open up. You can look forward, you can look down, or maybe even look up a little if that feels good. Take that left elbow back a bit. And then shift your gaze down, bring the left hand kind of down towards that right knee, and then round your spine as you pull on your legs and get a nice stretch in your back. And then release the right hand. Keep that left knee with the left, that right knee with the left hand, and lift that right hand straight up. Look up and get that nice side body stretch right here. Rooting the outside of that right hip down. Oh. Feel the back open up. You can look down at that left knee and let your torso go more to the left. Deep stretch, or you can look forward, or I like to look up and pull the right elbow back a bit. Totally different stretches. And then when you're ready, shift your gaze down towards that left knee. Bring that right hand down towards that left knee. Grip it. And then bring your center to the middle and round here. Getting a nice stretch as you kind of take your torso away from your legs, creating the stretch on your shoulders, kind of holding your knees. And then gently release that and come back up to center. Nice. And then just do a few neck stretches, bringing your chin towards your chest. Allowing the right ear to go towards the right shoulder, nice and slow here. And then chin to chest again, left ear towards left shoulder. Pausing as long as you need. And then chin to chest, right ear to right shoulder. I only do the forward half circles. I don't do the backward ones because that's when I tend to injure myself or pinch a nerve. Last breath here, find yourself right ear at right shoulder, and then whenever you get there, pause. And then as you inhale, come back up to sitting upright. Beautiful. Roll your shoulders out a little bit, up towards your ears, and back down, forward. Beautiful. Okay, and then let's go ahead and come to laying down on our backs. Slide your heels towards your knees. And we'll start with a little bridge pose. So as you inhale, lift your hips up, clasp your hands behind your back. Lean towards the right shoulder and tuck the left tricep, and then lean towards the left and tuck the right. Press your extended arms into the earth. Lift your hips up. Keep your heels under your knees and press the back of your head, the back of your shoulders into the earth. Lift up, engage the glutes, but don't clench them. And try to keep the feet parallel rather. Keep breathing. Gentle back bends. And then when you're ready, as you inhale, allow your heels to come up. Release your hands, slide your arms out from under you. And as you exhale, gently lower it down. Inhale, bend your knees and bring them in towards your chest. Give yourself a big hug. And then as you exhale, make circles with your hands on your knees. Massage out the low back, the hips, the glutes. And then stop the next time your knees are over your hips. Straighten your left leg. Release it to the floor and pull that right knee in. Make circles with that right ankle. If you want to do a little external rotation, kind of pull that right knee a little more into your armpit on the right, if that feels good. And then when you're ready, bring it back to center. Inhale, straighten the right leg. Either slide your hands up to your calf, up to your ankle. If you need a strap, you can grab that, or all the way up to your foot. And as you inhale, lengthen the spine, lengthen the arms, lengthen the legs. And as you exhale, bend your elbows and pull that right leg any amount towards the body. Leave your head on the floor. Plug your shoulders down and into the floor. Keep your hip into the floor. Breathe here. If you need to have a little bend, that's fine in your knee. I like the left foot flexed and pressing the sole of the left foot away from the head. reaching the crown of the head away from the foot. Take a few breaths, opening up the back of the leg. And then when you're ready, as you inhale, back the right leg up. Rotate it to the right, release the left hand. Either grab the foot with the fingers, or maybe the calf, or maybe the knee, whatever you like. If you have a strap, do that. And then rotate it to the right, open it to the right. You can rest it on a prop, you can hold it, look to the left. Let this twist kind of open up naturally. If you want a little more effort, you can kind of pull that right foot up a little bit higher so it's more in line with the right shoulder, or you can keep it right out to the side. It's up to you. And then when you're ready, as you inhale, allow that right foot to come straight up over your body. Grab the foot or the strap with the left hand, release the right hand, and as you exhale, allow it to go towards the left side, any amount. Maybe you just grab the calf, whatever you need. But try to plug your shoulders in to the mat and down. Take the outside of the right hip away from the middle of your body, so more towards that left foot, away from the crown of your head. If you want more IT, pull that foot up a little more in line with that left shoulder. And then when you're ready, as you inhale, allow that right foot to come straight up over your body, release the left hand, and as you exhale, point and flex it all the way down to the earth. And then inhale, bend the left knee. Clasp your fingers around the shin and pull it in nice and snug. Make circles with that left ankle. If you want to pull the left knee more into the crook of the elbow and the left armpit for external rotation, you can do that for a few breaths. And then whenever you're ready, bring it back to neutral over the torso. And then as you inhale, straighten the left leg. Your hands can go behind the calf, behind the thigh, the ankle. You can slide them all the way up to the foot. Use a strap, whatever you like. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend the elbows, and kind of bring the leg towards the body, leaving the body on the floor, leaving the head on the floor, plugging the shoulders into the earth. I like a flexed foot. You can have it kind of lax if you like, whatever you like, but keep that right leg on the floor and press the right hip down. It wants to lift. Don't let it lift. Feel this hamstring just slowly open up. Give it time. Nice and slowly warming it up. You can have a bend if you like, in the knee. And then as you inhale, back that left leg up. Rotate the leg to the left. Release the right hand. You can grab the left foot, leg, whatever it takes, strap, arm, and open that left leg to the left. Maybe it comes to the floor, maybe a block, maybe a prop, and then look to your right. Keep that right hip down. Keep that right foot flexed. Press the sole of the foot away from the head of your head. Keeping a long line. If you want, make it more challenging, you can kind of pull that left foot up a little more in line with that left shoulder or even your head. Keep breathing. Let gravity help you. And then when you're ready, as you inhale, allow that left foot to come back up to neutral over the body. Grab the foot or the strap, whatever you have with your right hand. Release your left hand and let the foot cross towards the right side. This time look towards the left. Keep that left shoulder plugged in and take the outside of that left hip away from your head, towards the foot direction. Breathe here. Let it slowly open up. Let the glute release. And then if you want more IT, you can pull the foot a little higher so it's more in line with that right shoulder. Ugh, it's brutal. Take the outside of the left hip away again. It wants to like roll in towards your spine, so I'm always having to remind myself to pull it towards the foot and kind of stack it and create that length in that low back. Just a few more breaths. And then when you're ready, shifting your gaze towards the ceiling. As you inhale, release the foot, allow it to come straight up over the body. As you exhale, point and flex it all the way down. Then take a moment right here, just a little mini Shavasana, leg spread, arm spread, and kind of notice how you feel. Notice the feelings in the legs, open and close the toes. And then go ahead and bend your knees. Bring your heels in line with your sit bones. Straighten your left leg, bring your hands behind your head, and gently lift your head off the floor. And make bicycle legs. So bring your right foot to the inside of the left knee, bending the right knee. Take a moment right here. Plug the low back into the earth. So only lift your shoulders enough that you can keep your low back plugged into the earth. And then lower your feet to a height that you can still keep the low back plugged into the earth. And then feel that. Ooh, and then swap it. Straighten the right leg, bend the left knee. Keep it at that height that the shoulders come off the back. The low back comes in. Oh. And then go ahead and swap it, bending the right knee, straighten the left leg. This time bring that left elbow to the right knee, but keep the low back plugged in. Exhale, swap it. Right elbow, left knee. Let's do that 6 more times, nice and slow. Ooh, keeping the low back plugged in. 1. 2, alternating. 3, left elbow, right knee, keeping the low back plugged in, keeping it just low enough, not too high. 4, 5, last one, 6. Exhale, bring it both down, bend your knees. Woo. Soles of the feet, heels in line with sit bones. Take a moment. Beautiful. So widen your feet mat width apart. Extend your arms towards your feet. Lift your head, lift your shoulders. Look at that right ankle. Touch the outside of the right foot, the right hand. Outside the left foot, the left hand. Let's do that again. Right, left. 4 more times. Right, left. Right, left. 2 more times. Right, left, right, left. 2 more times just because. Right, left, right, left. Come back center. Oh my goodness, release it. Beautiful. Hands on either side of your hips. Extend your legs, hovering them over the earth. As you inhale, lift them all the way up over your hips. As you exhale, lower them down to just about 2 inches above the earth, but don't touch. Inhale, lift them all the way up over your hips. Exhale, lower them down. 4 more times. Inhale, lift your feet up so they're over the hips. Exhale, lower them down, keeping that low back plugged in. Last 2 like that. Lowering them to just above the earth, not touching, and then inhale, bringing them up to over the hips. This time, bring them all the way up towards the earth, so like you're touching the ceiling. So we're going to go into an elevated shoulder stand. If it's okay on your neck. If it's not, then you can just bring your legs more towards your body and then lower them and hover them. But if it is okay, then you inhale, lift up, ooh, exhale, down. Inhale, up, exhale, down. Oh my goodness, 4 more. Inhale up, exhale down, inhale up, oh, exhale down, inhale up, exhale down. Last one, inhale up, exhale down. Holy mackerel. Okay, gently lower your feet to the earth. Let's do another bridge pose. Inhale, lift your hips, clasp your hands behind your back. Lean to the right, tuck the left shoulder, lean to the left, tuck the right. Press your extended arms into the earth, lifting your hips. Keep breathing. Oh my goodness, core's gonna kill us tomorrow, you guys. Two more breaths right here. Nice bridge, nice and firm. exhale, gently lower them down. Beautiful. Bring your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a big hug. And I'm going to have you rock forward and back 2 or 3 times. Last time, come all the way to standing. Beautiful. We're going to do our sun sats, Surya A, 2 times. Inhale, reach up, look up, bring your palms together. Exhale as you forward fold. Inhale, come halfway up. Then place your hands down, walk, step, or jump your feet back to plank. Exhale as you lower it down. Inhale, chest through and up. Exhale, hips up and back. Breathe here, find your dog. Feet or hips width apart. Hands or shoulders width apart. Inhale, lift that right foot all the way up to the ceiling. Stretch, make circles. Bend the knee, stack the hip. Make circles with the whole leg if it feels good. And then inhale, reach it all the way up. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, lift that left foot up. Take a few breaths right here. Stretching, reaching, making circles. You bend the knee, stack the hip. Make circles with the whole left leg if that feels good. Inhale, reach that left leg all the way up. Exhale, bring it down. Widen your feet, hips width apart, or mat width apart rather. Bring your right hand to the middle of the mat in front of your head. Take your left hand to the outside of that right ankle. Inhale, look under that right shoulder or right armpit. Exhale, press out of the hand for a twist. When you're ready, release that right hand, bring it to where that left hand is. Or release the left hand, bring it to the right hand. Release the right hand, grab the outside of that left ankle. Look under that left armpit. Exhale, deeper twist, pressing firmly out of the left hand. Maybe even kind of pulling on that left ankle with that right hand. And when you're ready, release that right hand. Come back to down dog standard. Hands, shoulders width apart, feet, hips width apart. Breathe here. And then as you inhale, come forward to plank. Pause here. Exhale. Heels to the back of the room. See what you can do to make your body like a plank. Looking straight down at the mat. Pressing firmly out of the hands. Fingers spread wide. Pulling everything to the midline of the body. Not lifting or lowering the hips, but trying to find that kind of middle. Keep breathing. Two more breaths. As you inhale, shift slightly forward. As you exhale, bend the elbows and come all the way down. And then find a Sphinx pose. So lift your chest up, put your forearms down, palms down, elbows under shoulders. And as you inhale, draw your sternum forward and up as you press down with your forearms and your palms. And then widen your feet to a width that doesn't hurt your low back. Mine's a little wider than my hips. Toenails touching the earth. Glutes are engaged, but they're not gripping and clenching. And you're really kind of drawing the chest between the arms and lifting up. Crown of your head is reaching towards the ceiling. It's a super active pose. Shoulders going down the back. Keep breathing. On your next exhale, allow your elbows to go out to the sides and lower your chest down. And then slide your hands down under your shoulders and then step them a little wider out to the sides than you normally do. And come to your fingertips. As you inhale, lift your chest up and draw it through for a little cobra right here. Exhale. Take a few breaths right here. Lifting the chest up, elbows bent on your fingertips, hands a little wider than shoulders. Looking down the bridge of your nose. And then on your next exhale, gently allow your torso to come down. Rest your forehead on your palms, stacking your forearms on each other, or the backs of your hands rather, and then shift your hips just a little left and right until they center in the middle. And then come back up to your forearms. Left elbow under left shoulder. Bend the right knee, reach back with the right hand. Maybe you need a strap, maybe not. I like to turn the right thumb up, but you can have it down as well. And if you have that Bakasana grip, you're taking your first finger and bringing it between the big toe and the other toes. Your elbow's going back and you're kind of bringing that foot. I'll show you on this side. Bringing the foot to the outside of that hip. If it's okay on your knee. If it's not, don't worry about it. The Bakasana grip, your fingers go towards the front, elbow to the back. And your thumb and your first finger are kind of around that big toe. And then when you're ready, gently release that right foot. Come back to your Sphinx for a moment. Draw your chest up, shoulders down. Release the low back. And then when you're ready, I kind of take the right arm and point it more towards, say, 10 o'clock as I press down. It gives me a little angle. And then I bend the left leg, reach back with that left hand. So find it however you find your grip. It could be the ankle, the pant leg, a strap, or your Bakasana grip where the middle finger goes between the big toe and the other 4 toes. Elbow goes back. Really still press out of the forearm. Still lift the chest up. Just a few more breaths. And then gently release that left foot and allow yourself to lay back down, forehead on the back of your hands. Shake out the hips. And then release your hands and reach behind, out to the sides behind you. Clasp your hands behind your back. Widen your feet so they're at least mat width apart. And point your first fingers. As you inhale, lift your chest up and extend your arms away from your body. Shalabhasana B. Breathe here. Really lifting. Reaching with your feet. Keep breathing. 2 more breaths. And gently release it when you're ready. Release your hands. You can rest your head on your forearm. Shake your hips out. You can windshield wiper your legs if that feels good. And then when you're ready, allow your legs to come straight down. Slide your hands under your shoulders. As you inhale, come up for a cobra or up dog. Exhale, find your down dog. As you inhale, begin to bend your knees and lower them so you're hovering just above the mat. And then as you exhale, come back to down dog. Inhale, hover, looking forward, maybe exhale, down dog. As you inhale, allow your heels to come up. As you exhale, bend the knees, lower the hips, look forward. At the end of the breath, your feet come forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Root into your feet. Inhale, come up, reach up, look up. Exhale, hands down. Surya A. Inhale, reach up, look up, bring your palms together. Exhale, turn your palms away as you forward fold. Inhale, come halfway up. Place your hands down, walk, step, or jump your feet back to plank. Exhale as you lower it down. Inhale, chest through and up. Exhale, hips up and back. Take a few breaths right here. Inhale, lift that right foot up. Exhale, step it forward between the hands. Inhale, reach both hands up, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior, left hand down the left leg, reach up with the right hand. Exhale, come to warrior two, side angle. Beautiful. Inhale, reach up, warrior two. Exhale, chaturanga. Step it back, lower it down. Inhale, chest up. Exhale, hips up. It's called dancing warrior. Take a few breaths right here. Moving on the breath. Inhale, lift that left leg up. Exhale, step it forward. Inhale, reach both arms up, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, chaturanga. Step it back, lower it down. Inhale, chest up. Exhale, hips up. Breathe here. Dancing warrior again. Inhale, reach the right leg up. Exhale, step it forward. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, exalted warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, chest up. Exhale, hips up. Inhale, left foot up. Exhale, step it forward. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, chest up. Exhale, hips up. Breathe here. Inhale, lift that right foot up. Exhale, step it forward. Bring the left heel down, triangle. Reach that left hand up. Right hand can stay on the floor. It can go to the ankle. Find your triangle. You can look straight ahead. My Iyengar people would say, don't look up. Ashtanga people would say, look up. So whatever feels right, keep your spine long. Press enough into the hand that you're rooted and engaged. Lift up, pull that left hip kind of back, but if it wants to roll in, that's fine. Root into both feet. And we're gonna find a half moon. So left hand comes to left hip. Look down at the floor, bend the right knee, reach forward about 4 or 6 inches to the floor or a block as that left leg lifts up. Stack the left hip. Take the weight out of that bottom hand as you try to get the spine long. Left foot flex. And then when you're ready, stack left shoulder over right. And then if it's okay and you're steady, shift your gaze up. And then gently begin to bend the right knee, step back with the left foot and find warrior two. Take a moment. Chest up, shoulders down. palms down. Two more breaths right here. And when you're ready, as you inhale, this time straighten that right leg. And as you exhale, reach out and down with that right hand for triangle again. Lifting up with the left hand. Feel how different it feels that second time. This time allow the top arm to come over your head towards your ear, pinky side down for triangle B, Trikonasana B. Pulling the left hip back and getting that whole side body long. Breathe. And then when you're ready, shift your gaze down. Allow that left hand to come all the way down. Roll that left heel up. We're going to do a pyramid pose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bring your sternum towards that right shin as you fold. You can step your stance in a little shorter if you like, or keep it. It's heel to heel aligned. Arms can reach forward, back, rest on a block. And here we're going to do a twisted triangle. So as you inhale, allow the chest to come up so your spine is long. Line the left hand up. Gentle twist is under the left shoulder. Traditional is outside of the right foot, fingers and toes in line. And then roll the right shoulder back as you line the left shoulder up over the left wrist. Pull the right hip back, and when you're steady and you feel like your hips are level, reach that right arm up. Twisted triangle, pressing firmly out of the left hand, stacking shoulders, reaching, rooting into the feet, pulling the hip back, spine long. Breathe. Shift your gaze down, bring that right hand down under right shoulder. Walk your left hand to the left. Walk both hands to the left, turn your right toes to the left. Widen your feet as much as you like. Prasarita Padottanasana A. Hands under the shoulders, inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, fold, walking your hands back so the heels of your hands are in line with the heels of your toes. The heels of your feet. Fingers and toes facing the same way, crown of your head comes to the earth. Elbows over wrist. Breathe here. Take the weight out of the balls of your feet. If you have a press-up headstand in your practice, you're welcome to press up now. Otherwise, just play with kind of shifting the weight into the balls of your feet, taking the sink out of your heels and kind of pressing into the heels of your palms. Pressing like the tops of the elbows down over the palms. Breathe. If you're up, you can come down. And then when you're ready, as you inhale, walk the hands forward, coming to halfway up. Exhale there. Then inhale, walk your hands to the right, turn your right toes to the right, frame the foot, step it back, move through your vinyasa. If you want to one-legged it, you can. If not, no biggie. Take a few breaths right there, back in your down dog. Breathe. And then when you're ready, as you inhale, step that left foot forward, bring the right heel down, find your triangle. Reach that right hand up. So left hand can go to the foot, the shin, the block, wherever you like. We're just coming into triangle from a lower position as opposed to a top position. And bring the right hip back. See if you can stack up shoulders. Press enough into the bottom hand that there's firm stability, but don't dump all your weight into it. Lengthen crown of your head away from your tailbone. Pull your navel slightly in. Your left toe may even point a little bit more to the left. Your toe and knee should track. Keep breathing. And when you're ready, right hand to right hip. We're going to come forward to a half moon. So begin to bend the left knee, reach forward with the left hand. Place it about 3 or 4 inches in front of the left shoulder and allow that right foot to come up. So your right foot is flexed, the hip is stacked. You may have a hand on the floor, but you don't have all your weight on it. You're pressing so much into the sole of the right foot that there's hardly any weight in the bottom hand. You can look down or you can shift your gaze up. When I shift my gaze up is when I get unsteady. Keep breathing. Maybe that bottom hand comes to your heart center, you decide. And then when you're ready, as you exhale, begin to bend the left knee and come back to warrior two. Woo! Take a few breaths right here, left knee over left heel, arch alignment of the back, right foot, chest up, shoulders down. And then when you're ready, as you inhale, straighten that left leg. Exhale, reach out and down for triangle again, second time. This time coming from the top down. You can look up, you can look down. You can float the hand, but still press it into the leg. You can keep it on a block, the floor, the shin, the ankle. And on your next exhale, move that top arm down so the bicep is by the ear, pinky side towards the floor. Reach for Trikonasana B. Breathe, feel the side body open up. Two more breaths. And when you're ready, shift your gaze down, allow that right hand to come down under the right shoulder. Step the back foot in a little bit for pyramid pose, heel to heel alignment. Inhale, lengthen sternum. Exhale, fold over that left straight leg. Pulling the left hip back. Breathe here, hands reaching wherever you like. Forward, back, behind the back. Twisted triangle, so whenever you're ready, as you inhale, allow your chest to lift up halfway. And then line up that right hand. It's either directly under the right shoulder for a gentle twist, or it's to the outside of the left foot, fingers and toes in line for traditional. Use your left hand to kind of pull the left hip back. Reach the crown of your head forward, stack left shoulder over right. Breathe. Press firmly out of the right hand as you reach up to the left hand, pulling the hip back. Legs straight, navel's towards your spine. See if you can get that hip kind of parallel, level. Breathe. And when you're ready, shift your gaze down, left hand comes down. Right hand under right shoulder, and then inhale, lengthen. Walk your hands to the right. Turn your left toes right. Exhale, hands to your hips, come all the way up. Widen your feet as much as you like. I like toes in, heels out. Extend your arms out to the side, palms down, clasp them behind your back. As you inhale, lift your chest up, extend your arms, look up. And then as you exhale, forward fold, Prasarita C, allowing the crown of your head to come towards the earth. So maybe when you get there, you widen your feet a little bit. Maybe not, that's my trick. Allow your knuckles to float towards the earth. Take the weight out of your heels a little. Two more breaths. And then when you're ready, as you inhale, begin to root into your feet, come halfway up, And then exhale, release your hands, let them slide down your legs to the floor. Take a moment right there. And then inhale, walk your hands to the left, turn your left toes left, bring the foot, step it back. Exhale, move through that vinyasa. Take a few breaths right here. And then when you're ready, go ahead and come to all fours, knees to the earth. You can keep your toes curled or you can uncurl them and then come to hands on your hips, on your knees. We're going to do an Ustrasana, a camel pose. So you can use a block if you like. If you have a hard time reaching your heels, you can put a block on either side of your hips. I just want you to reach back evenly, even if you go way past and then come back into it, as opposed to reaching one way and then the other, because you can hurt your back that way. I like to put my hands on my hips, on like the crest, iliac crest, and kind of pull down to create the space. Elbows go towards each other. And then as you inhale, lift the chest up as you're pulling down with your hands. Begin to push your hips forward, your pubic bone forward. Take everything forward first as your sternum goes back last. And then your head goes back. And then maybe release your hands and reach towards your heels. And then if you catch them, bring your hips forward again. Maybe just your fingertips touch your heels. Lift your chest. Let the head go back last. If at all, if it bothers your neck, don't let it go back. When you come out of this, most importantly, as you inhale, come forward, evenly releasing the hands. And then as you exhale, take your hips back and bring your forehead towards the earth as you fold for child's pose to counter that back bend. Let your hips come as far low to the earth as possible. Shift your hips a little left and right. And then we'll do one more camel pose. As you inhale, come back up. Exhale, you're on your knees. So maybe this time you can either keep your hands on your hips or you can reach back again. If you curled your toes last time, try not to curl your toes this time. Play with it just a little bit differently. Inhale, chest up, hips forward, and then go back. Once you find the feet, hips forward again. Like you're pressing your thighs into the wall. Like you're pressing your pubic bone into the wall. Like you're pressing your hip bones into the wall in front of you. And then gently release. And then come forward to your child's pose. Take a moment right here. Let your hips come to your heels. Shift a little from the left sit bone to the right. And then maybe reach your hands back to your heels if you want to play with a rabbit pose. If so, it's crown of your head, hairline of your head to the floor. And then as you inhale, you lift your hips away from your heels as you kind of round to the crown of your head. Your arms are straight, meaning you're stretching out your shoulders, your low back, your hips are over your knees-ish. Mine aren't yet, but that's the goal. Keep breathing for this rabbit. And then as you exhale, gently come back to sitting on your heels. And then as you inhale, lift your chest. So if you have a Virasana, a hero's pose, you come forward to your tabletop and you just widen your feet enough so that your hips can sit between the heels. If that's not okay on your knees, you can use a block or two under your hips, or you can use a rolled up blanket and sit like on your burrito. Your knees can be wide. They don't have to be together. So maybe just this is a lot for you. We'll take a few moments and just kind of feel the quads open up. Maybe we lean back a little bit. You can go forearms down. See how that goes for you? Maybe it's to forearms to a block or a bolster to the wall, and maybe you go all the way down, no problem. If you do go down, just pick up your hips, untuck that tailbone so you don't have a curve in that low back. Allow yourself to come down. If you do come on the floor all the way, see if you can kind of reach your knees towards the earth. You can be a little wider, and so maybe you can reach your arms up over your head and grab your elbows. You decide. Just 2 more breaths. And then for me, I slowly begin to release my hands and I bring them to my heels. Then as I inhale, I kind of press my elbows into the earth and come to the crown of my head. And then I walk my hands to behind me, nice and slow. Take a moment there. Then I come forward, tabletop again. And then straighten that right leg behind you, make circles. Cross that right foot over the left. Press the right heel away from you, look over your left shoulder, get a little stretch here. Come back to looking between your hands, inhale, pick up the right leg, exhale, bring it behind you. Straighten that left leg. Cross it over that right heel, bring the ball of the foot to the floor. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, look over that right shoulder as you press the left heel away from you. Come back and look in between your hands, shift it forward, inhale, pick up the left foot, bring it behind you, exhale, bring it down. Beautiful, come to seated. So, we're gonna do this little twist pose. You are either going to bend your left leg and bring it in. If you're not bendy, you're gonna bend your left leg and bring it kind of parallel to the front of the mat, like that. If you're a little more bendy, you have a half lotus, you're gonna bring the left foot into the hip crease of the right, all the way in. It's up to you. It can either be this figure 4 or it can bring all the way in. Your right leg is gonna bend to the right, so the outside of your right heel is to the outside of the right hip. Both knees towards the front of the mat. You're gonna take your right hand and you're gonna put it under the left knee, fingers towards the right. You're gonna press down. This left hand can either reach behind you, before or after. If you can grab this left foot with the left hand, that's great. Make the connection first. Place the palm of the right hand under the left knee. You have to lean forward to do it. And then as you inhale, lengthen, lifting the chest up. And then as you exhale, look to the left over the left shoulder. So you're kind of opening your torso to the left, pressing the left knee down. You might have your left big toe with the left hands. This is a Hajarasana or something. Keep breathing. And then when you're ready, gently release that, unwind. Beautiful. Unfold the left leg, unfold the right leg. Let's do Paschimottanasana in the middle. Inhale, reach up, get long. Exhale, reach forward, either grab your toes, your wrist, whatever it is. Inhale, back it up. Exhale, fold even deeper. Last 2 breaths. And when you're ready, release your hands. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands down. Beautiful. So this time you're going to bend the right knee. You're either going to bring the right shin parallel to the front of the mat, or you're going to bring the right sole of the foot in half lotus all the way in that left hip crease. This left leg is either going to bend back, or you can keep it straight if that's what you want. But the heel's on the outside of that left hip and your knees can be wide, that's fine. Your right hand reaches around, sees if it can find that bent right foot. I don't know, I got it. So my knees lifted off the floor to do that, but whatever. Left hand goes palm down under the right knee. So you have to like lean forward to get that right knee down. Your left fingers are pointing towards the left knee. As you inhale, you lift your sternum up. And as you exhale, you look over your right shoulder as you press down with the left hand. Keep breathing, 10 breaths. Last breath. When you're ready, gently release. Inhale, unwind. Unfold your feet. Lean to your right. Unfold the left leg. Let's do Paschimottanasana again for a second time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale. Notice how different it feels the second time. Maybe you hold your hands a little differently. Inhale, back it up, lengthen. Exhale, fold even deeper. Last 2 breaths. And then release your hands. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands down. So if you want to go right into a Shavasana, you can do that now. We have a few minutes, or I was still going to do a little headstand for you. So if you want to practice on an inversion, if you don't like headstands, you can do shoulder stand. You can do it up against the wall. But I was going to teach the basic headstand that I learned last. I wish I had learned fast, and that's the tripod one. Again, you can do it by the wall if you like. So for this one, you're making a triangle out of your head, the crown of your head, and the bottom of your hands are the bottom of the triangle. So you have your hands where your shoulders would be, right? And your head is where the top of the triangle is. So you come down and you go crown of your head, and then you roll from your hairline to the crown of your head. Lift your hips. Oops, I have a headband on. Sorry, let me take my headband off. I feel crappy. There you go. And then you make sure that you still have a wide triangle. You can see your wrist. Lift your hips and walk your toes in till you feel like your hips are over your shoulders. And then bend one knee and then the other. And see if maybe you can put your knees on your biceps first. Play with that. If you can do that, then play with bringing the knees together. And then if you've got the knees together, then begin to lift up. If you don't have the knees together and you can't pull them up and down, just stay right here. Once you've done it for 5 or 10, however comfortable you feel, come down for your Shavasana. Nice. Or yes, you can kick up. Beautiful. Whatever feels good. If you don't like doing weight on your head, you can do the headless headstand, which is where you clasp your palms together, elbows just shoulders width apart, and then you kick up. But your head isn't actually on the floor anywhere. So you can still get an inversion, practice your balance. Again, when you're ready, lay down in your Shavasana. We have a few moments here. Make sure your hands are a little wider on the sides of your body, palms turned up, feet a little wider than your hips. Allow your feet to kind of splay on the outer thirds of the heels. Close your eyes and just find your breath. Maybe take this time to observe the thoughts, observe your breath, notice how you're feeling. Thank the universe for giving you a body that has the ability to move and do yoga.
welcome to stay here as long as you like. When we do the virtual classes, I like to teach all the way up towards the end and then give you as much time at home as you like to do your Shavasana. So if you want to take a full 10, 20-minute Shavasana, you're welcome to do that now. It's about a minute past, about 10, 16. So if you're ready, you can begin to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. If you want to stay there, stay there. As you inhale, reach your hands up over your head if that feels good, making circles with the wrists, maybe bending the knees. As you exhale, gently roll over to your favorite side, maybe resting for a moment here as your head comes to your bicep. Whenever you're ready, use your top arm to gently press yourself up. Take a moment seated. Close your eyes, bring your hands to your heart center. Chin towards your chest. We'll just take one more moment of silence. First, we'll thank ourselves for showing up, making it to yoga, and making the time for us. And then let's thank all of our military that has served before us so that we could live free in this country. We gave up the most precious gift, their lives, for us and their family. And let's take a moment to thank their families that lost their loved ones.